Big shifts are happening right now in Cape Coral in the housing market. Interest rates are finally starting to come down. Inventory is tightening, and that combination is creating some incredible opportunities you don't want to miss. Whether you're looking for your first home, a luxury waterfront property, or anything in between, there are deals on the table, and builders are offering some amazing incentives across all price ranges. Adam Thompson here, your Cape Coral waterfront realtor. In this October market report, I'm breaking down what these changes mean for buyers and sellers, and why right now could be one of the best windows that we've seen in months to make your move. If you're even thinking about buying or selling here in Cape Coral, don't wait. Give me a call, send me a text, or shoot me an email. I'd love to walk you through your options and help you take advantage of these incredible market conditions that are here before us before things shift again. Hey guys, here we are with the Cape Coral market update. This is October's update, so these are September's numbers at the end of the month. So let's go over and see what this market is doing here and keep you updated on interest rates, inventory, median price, and all that. So in this, we're going to go over the inventory, like I said, the median price of the middle sold price points of the home, so not the higher or the lower, just the middle pricing. How many days they're going to be on the, how many days they've been on the market in September. We'll also look at last year's and June's to see, kind of compare some numbers, and closed sales. So let's get into this and get you guys the information you need so you can make the best choice you can make. So active inventory right now, September 2025, we were at 2,465 homes. June of 2025, we're at 2,994. And in September of last year, we were at 2,573. So we have less homes on the market than we did last year, and a lot less than we did in June. Predicting that number is going to start coming up a little bit when snowbird season comes. People will be putting them back on the market, especially with what interest rates have been doing. If they continue on that downward trend, you'll definitely see a lot more homes going on the market. So if that number stays low and the interest rates come down and things get bought up quick, that's where we turn into a seller's market, not a buyer's market. So if you look at the graph, it doesn't jump too much, kind of just stair steps, and it'll stair step back up when we get into, November, December, January, February, March. So median price homes right now in Cape Coral, September of 2025, so last month, $365,000 is our median price. June of 2025, we were at $370,925. And September of last year, we were at $379,900. So looks like a lot, but when you're talking houses and you look at this graph, they've kind of steadied out right now. So like I said, interest rates are going to play a big role in that. The biggest key if you're buying a house is you want to hit that median price point at the right time when the interest rates drop before everything starts shifting. So we really want to keep a close eye on all this. Days on the market. So September of 2025, last month, we were at 60 days on average. June of 2025, we were at 55 days. And September of last year, we were at 50. So not a huge jump. You kind of see here, it's not really jumping real big. Probably see that number drop once snowbirds get down here and there's more people out looking. but we'll keep an eye on it and see what it exactly does. Closed sales for last month in September, we had 387 homes sold. Still a decent chunk getting sold for it not being peak season or a lot of people down here. June of 2025, there was 476 homes sold. And last year in September, we had 388. So we're right on track from last year. Not a big change in that number. So definitely want to keep an eye on that. Like I said, interest rates play a huge role in everything. And once those drop down a little bit, people get a little bit more comfortable about buying a home because it's not going to cost them as much. Other key numbers you want to look at are sold price per square foot. We are at $234 a square foot right now. Listing prices received, so 97.3% of the homes that are listed are getting what they're listing it for, and a lot of that has to do with is they're actually pricing them in the right price point for the right time right now and for the home that there is. There's still some homes out there that are priced way high, but for the most part, a lot of homes that are being sold, they're right in the numbers that they need to be. There's 593 new listings in September. Like I said, that number is always there. Goes up and down, but that's what it's. People sell and people move. So we have 6.4 months of inventory right now that is available. So that's a good thing. Inflation right now, August it was 2.86. Right now we're at 2.9%. So not a big jump. Kind of steadying out. Interest rates are at 6.34 for 30 years fixed. Now 15-year fixed is a lot lower than that. Their target is 6.7, but I'm thinking that number is going to get into the upper fives, hopefully, is what we want to see. Unemployment is at 4.3 and staying steady. Current inventory is 2,565 homes. That is a 4.38 increase from last year. Population is still holding strong at 243,810 people. Still expecting this fast growth to pick up and start moving. So definitely want to keep an eye on that because that's interest rates go change and start dropping. That number is going to jump pretty quick, I believe, from what I'm seeing. Is now the time to buy? Inventory and all price points are great, along with interest rates starting to trend down. So that is a plus, and that is a great thing. You can still get a lot of house for your money right now. And with a lower interest rate, that definitely helps. Buyer's market, it's making great deals with negotiating lower than listed prices or incentives. So buyers, you can get incentives and you can get price or reduce the price on some of these homes if they haven't already reduced them. And you get more house and some locations for your money. So just depends where you want to be in Cape Coral. Definitely different areas, different vibes, and different neighborhoods, different price points. But all those areas still do have some deals in them. If you can, you just got to find them and look for them. Is now the time to sell? It's a buyer's market right now, but houses are still moving if they're priced correctly. There still is always going to be that second home market from the cold north. That's just the way people are. They get tired of the cold and they want to come down in the wintertime when it's warm and bounce back and forth. So that market will always be there. Always has been. But if you're selling your home, remember you have to attract the buyers. Your house has to be highly marketed and get the most exposure it can. And if there's room for incentives, that does help and it does bring in buyers. So that is October's market report. So let's keep an eye on this stuff. Like I said, interest rates are trending down. So let's see how far they really go. And we'll just take it month by month and see where everything's going and keep an eye on the market, and we'll see if it goes to a neutral market, stays as a buyer's market, or what's going to happen. So click and subscribe, guys. I do a monthly market report every month, so you are up to date on everything that is humanly possible to be updated on. So